Yeah. Move it back a little bit more. Try a normal brake.
Do you want me to go down? Huh? Can you straighten up a bit as well? Push from the bottom bit.
Is that okay?
Yeah. There we go. Turn. Not so much actually at once. There you go.
That push.
3, 2, 1. Keep going. Hold on. Is that Luca pushing by himself?
Is that me?
Yeah, that's all you. 3, 2, 1.
No. That's fine, isn't it?
That's about in the middle now.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Handbrake. Handbrake.
Am I finished?
Yes.
David Bailey.
Press the button.
That's a touch
Why
there.
is this? Okay, let it go. Let's remove it from here as well.
Now, so you can pick it on the top.
Can you unstick this? Look, unpeel it.
This way.
Unpeel it. Completely.
And
Yeah,
this.
okay,
And
get
this.
your fingers out.
Oh.
You found it?
Now I am, yeah. Nicolas.
Just gonna put it over there. And make it a convertible.
Yeah.
Next to the current.
Cool.
Okay, these bits are next. We'll be back in a bit. So with the help of Michael, we've taken off the bolts here, and there. We used a grinder to get them off because with Luca and Nashling we tried to get them off the normal way, but they were just way too rusted. Now with Luca's help, we're just going to take off the sorry Luca, we're taking off all the light fixtures because there's wires that attach them kind of to the rest of the chassis, and now the idea is to take off the whole of the tub, remove it, put it to the side and just expose all the chassis because Sam's going to be coming over hopefully and patching it up because there's quite a few rust spots, so we're going to be fixing those. But yeah, these bolts that help holding the tub to the rear cross member were a complete pain. Okay, the seats are out. They're an absolute pain because the bolts are really rusty. Yeah, here. Let's see. They're held in here and over here. And to tidy all of this rubbish up. It's an absolute mess, but now I can actually give it a proper clean. Now that they're out. We've got them out here on the side. We have taken out, as I said earlier, all of these bolts along the back cross member. We've taken out the bolts just under here, and we've detached this little kind of attachment rod. However, on this side, I need to try and figure out how to get them off, because there's nowhere to put your hand in to get a spanner in there, because that's where the petrol tank is. So it might be that I need to take off the whole petrol tank, which isn't too bad because it's completely rotted out anyway, and it needs to come off. I've just got this little pyjama just so the foxes don't get to it, because they'll probably start weeing there or something. But this is what it looks like so far. Alright, Series 3 at 1980 series Landorver. That's the spare wheel. It's my little helper Gianluca. It's been really good, and it's been one of the hottest days on record. It's like 33 degrees in England. That's like being under Sahara for us. Anyway. There's a bit of rusted here, so all these can be replaced though. You can buy a replacement ones that do that. That's bad. There's this one that I'm going to get sent to patch up. Thank you for the help. That was such a pain. We ended up having to cut that bracket there because we couldn't do anything else. These ones, I was spending ages trying to get them off. But it turns out you can just unscrew the seat belts.
Yeah.
And that saves us a lot of time. And it was being held on by the hose as well. That helps it to hold on.
Petrol filler cap.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very good.
So here we're going to do something new. I'm just going to do a bit of a voiceover while I walk around the car. Here we see there's like a heater fan. Down at the back you see all the transmission stuff. On the left hand side you have the brake servo and the direction mechanisms. Maybe here's the seat box. This is the chassis. You can see here is oh, here I am. Hello there. Okay, this is the steering wheel. This little bit comes off and it's kind of being held on by some metal grips. Here is the lock washers. So you take that off and you can pull off the whole steering wheel. It's quite easy to take off. Well, it's not really easy. A lot of people bend the steering when they take it off. Here is the gearbox and the 4x4 is the petrol tank. Taped it up so no water gets into it, even though I'm probably going to remove it because it's really rusty. There's the handbrake. The pedals, the footwells, which are in quite good condition. The left hand side ones are a bit rusted. Not sure what it's filming here. Oh, it's the different levers. One, so that's the normal one. The yellow one is for low, and then the red one is for four-wheel drive. This is the transmission. The prop shaft, I think it's called. I don't know. I need to learn all the names of these. The hard thing is I've learnt some of them in Spanish. Oh, here is the wiring. It goes inside of the chassis. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna change that. It looks quite hard to do for a novice like me. You can see some of the rust that we were talking about, and it looks like it's been welded quite a lot before. So yeah, it's not looking good. These little dampeners, they're about to fall off. That's my tools. Hopefully I don't drop them. And yeah, this is the next thing that will need to come off, the seat box, because, well, I need to get to the chassis underneath, but also the little boxes underneath are completely rusted. Yeah, you can see my foot through it. Not good. That the metal thing is for the windscreen wipers. Older cars have two. This one I believe only has one. I haven't found the other one if it does have two. Again, this is for the heating. It's like a little fan and a heater. This goes to the exhaust, and it's kind of where the carburetor sits on top of. And the exhaust goes all the way down here, over there, and out. Although a lot of the fittings are rusted, so they will also have to be replaced. This is where the battery goes. There's a horn in front of it. This is for the filter, which is it's got oil or water. I think it's oil. So it uses oil to filter out any dirt. And that's to hold it in place. A little bolt on top. And all the wires you see, all the tubes actually. Actually, I think that's for the clutch. And the little tubes that you see are for the clutch fluid and for the brake fluid. And wrap around all the car. The bit I just tapped, that's for the brakes. And this is the direction. It goes through there. It's got a little arm, and that kind of moves this, and it goes to there, and through here. And these linkages, every time that they wear a bit, it makes the steering a bit looser and looser. So a little bit of wear on each one will end up making your steering very, very loose. Oh yeah, this is the air conditioning. Here we go. That's on full. That is off. Full, off, full, off. Very high tech.
Okay.
I've just taken off the seatbelt brackets. There's one on each side, and I've also taken off all the bolts that were holding onto the sill at the back. It's kind of like it's like the modesty skirt, I think it's called. And that was kind of just barely held on. So yeah, now it's time to take the whole thing off. Just going to take off some of the bolts I have to snap. Take off the lids for the boot. And when I'm taking it off, I just need to be careful to like move it around the handbrake. So let's see if it comes out. It should be all free by now. There we go. It is now off. Cool. Yeah, so the seat box is out now. The chassis doesn't look too bad up until here. And then from here onward is from where it really starts to get really bad. So a friend of mine has said that he might have a whole new chassis I might be able to buy, or I have seen replacement chassis that kind of go up to here, so that could be another option, because it does seem okay from here on, but all of this is just completely rotted. Like the hole here, massive holes underneath, all of these kind of brackets and joints are completely gone. Look at that. The brackets for the tub are okay from the looks of it though. The rear cross member isn't too bad. One of the bits where it joins onto the chassis is there's a big hole here, as you can see. This is coming apart. So yeah, I'm moving house soon, so I'm going to have to pack all of the bits into the van and hopefully get a friend of mine to tow it, or we might, I think the van has a tow bar, so we might have to reattach it, I'm not sure how. And yeah, we're going to be moving house soon, so I'll see you guys soon.